Is that link on Twitter what they'll hit to get to this?
Yeah. It's the link to the YouTube. So we're live now. So hello, everybody.
Hello.
I don't know. Has anybody got the YouTube up that can see? It doesn't actually show how many viewers you've actually got, unfortunately, on this.
It says there's an error occurring. Please try back later.
Really?
We're on there.
We're on there. We're definitely on. I'm going to go onto my iPad and.
Yep, there it is. I got it.
Mine broke.
To see the chat, really. Comments, right? Well, we've got comments here. Whether I've not got a notification on YouTube that we're going live, so that doesn't help. We've got 2 people watching. That might be you and me. But yeah, we're just trying this out. Start off with that way, and hopefully we'll get a few viewers and people ask us a lot of questions. To be honest with you,
should we introduce ourselves each to the people?
Yeah, that's a good idea. You know me, Gav Mark. This is my channel. Do you want to do it, Max? You'll be better than me at doing it because I'm like talking about. Go on, Matt.
My name's Matt. I'm Universal Collector on YouTube. Big fan of Star Wars, as you can see behind me. Big vintage Black Series collector. Yeah, and this is the first time we're doing this. So, who's next? Yeah,
John. Do you want to introduce yourself on your channel?
So I'm John, and I do the Super Awesome Geek Show podcast and YouTube channel, and I pretty much collect everything, man. I'm Star Wars is my #1 love. Transformers #2, G.I. Joe. I love Mask, Air Raiders, the Centurions, Inhumanoids. I mean, you name Marvel, you name it. I'm pretty much into it. All because of my childhood. I grew up with all this stuff, watching all those cartoons on Saturday mornings and after school, like during the week. So whatever was on, I love the Gummy Bears, even Smurfs, like all that stuff.
Oh, I love the
Smurfs. Awesome. I was just constantly bouncing here and there and everywhere.
So
that's me.
Gavin's actually muted, so if you're there, Gavin, unmute yourself and introduce yourself. But if you're not there, I'm going to have to drop it off. And you're there. That's good.
Yeah. I do reviews and I look at older figures too, and I collect older figures. My name's Gavin.
Brilliant. Well, you know me, Dav Mark, and if you on this channel anyway, you should have seen what I collect. Black Series, vintage, anything get me on me hands on. I'm looking at other lines as well. I'm trying to diversify into other lines. So if anybody wants to ask any questions to either of us, we're just gonna go through a couple of topics before we start, and then we're gonna ask you to ask some questions of each of us. The first subject we're going to talk about this week is the rocket firing Boba Fett. Me and John last night had a little discussion. Not an argument, not a disagreement, but we were just having a discussion on the Boba Fett, rocket firing Boba Fett and the prototype, and how many prototypes there actually are. I'm just going to put a picture up now of one I saw on eBay the other day. Is a fake. I would have thought it were a fake because it's got the paint on. I don't know what everybody else thinks.
Yeah, you can definitely see there's paint on the legs and the arms, isn't there? Just on the
the helmet there. You can still see. Yeah. You can still see the red on the helmet.
Yeah.
Now that looks like it's been cut out.
Yeah.
It looks wider.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think someone tried to convert it and then they messed it up and they just thought, oh, what can I do with it now? Oh, no, I'll take the paint off and try and get rid of it. Yeah.
Now that's a better picture of it. It looks like it's been melted because it's black. It's black inside, and it looks like it's either been soldered or I don't know.
It's probably a Dremel or something.
Dremel, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah,
and they've gone. I mean, that if it's black, or that's actually into the inside of the actual FET, isn't it? So
yeah, it could be actually.
Yeah, it could be dark. So empty space inside.
So yeah, that is not an official rocket firing Boba Fett.
No.
But what me and John was on about is the fact that how many prototypes would they've made of this? And I reached out to a few people on Twitter, to be honest with you. I'll just read out what Vintage Rebellion podcast said. What I've asked is, do you guys know how many real rocket firing Boba Fetts there actually are, and how many actual prototypes? Surely prototypes shouldn't be painted, and these painted ones are samples. And what his reply was, I've heard estimates for 70 to 150 total for all L and J slot rocket Fetts. All of these are more like first shots than the early stage of production, functionality, and pretty much production figures. So it's not crazy that they're painted examples. The L slot is an early in design. So he thinks 70 to 150 were made for like I was saying about like samples for PR purposes. But they're not the ones that they sell that are painted are not prototypes. So like you were saying,
yeah,
there'll be about 3 or 4 prototypes.
See, I have a problem with that because if you think logically from a company's point of view, okay, now I'm a designer working for this corporation and I'm sitting around and my boss comes to me and says, the next thing we're going to do is a rocket fire Boba Fett, okay? Now, what they did is they actually did similar things to what this guy did. He used a Dremel tool or some kind of tool that they had back in the 70s, early 80s there, and he cut these slots and actually worked to make the figures work a rocket. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they would have made a wax prototype that's larger. The wax prototypes are generally bigger than the figure. And then they scale it down to a plastic prototype. And if you were asked to go to a meeting and showcase this thing, you might make 3, 4, 5 versions passed around at the meeting of the L slot and 3, 4, 5 versions of the J slot, so that at the meeting you could determine which one worked better, what was easier to produce and everything. And that would probably be it. Because then they had the whole discussion about the safety and everything, and they canceled the line, filled in the figure, and made it so the rocket doesn't fire. So why would you sit there at your desk and hand make another 100 prototypes? You know what I'm saying? After the meeting was done, after it was decided. Because like 15, 20 years ago, I know people who know guys that worked at Kenner. And 15, 20 years ago, they said, really, there's only 4 or 5, maybe 6 of those things out there in the world at all. And now, 20 years later, suddenly there's 100, 150. Like, why would the Kenner employees have lied to us 20 years ago? So I think that all of them, all the ones you see today, the 100 or so that are out there, are fakes. Because it's so easy to make a fake. You know?
It is.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a video on actually trying to make a fake myself to show you how easy it is.
And I'm also trying just to look at it logically. Like, why would you make 100 prototypes of this thing or 200 prototypes? You know what I mean? When there was really only 1 or 2 meetings about the figure, and then it was canceled. So like and someone would have had to have sat there at their desk, literally making these over and over again by hand. It's not like they had a production line making them, you know?
Yeah.
Because they didn't go into production until after the rocket fire part was nixed and told not to be done.
We got chat, guys.
So there is my FET, and you can see there that it would be quite easy just to cut that open and do.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Guys done.
Yeah.
Check
absolutely.
it out and just cut an hole in the back. Obviously,
Yeah. Well,
trying to get a spring in there or something like that is just going to be nearly impossible. I would have thought you have to be a really good designer engineer to try and do something like that.
yeah.
So we've got a couple of chats. Gilster 37 looks great. Really? You think so? Somebody's bought it anyway. Put it that way. It's gone off sale. Somebody's paid a lot of money. I talked to the vendor, and he came up with a story that that it was a friend that gave it to him back in school. His friend was a rep, and he gave it to him back in school, and he's had it ever since. I've heard that story before. I'm sure everybody else.
Why is it always someone gave it to someone, or someone gave it to me, or my
Yeah,
dad
it's
had
not
it,
his
or something?
friend, isn't it? So,
What
yeah,
I would really like to do is get one of these Kenner employees back on some show and have them ask again. Because I mean, if someone really did make 100 prototypes sitting at their desk, then I'll accept it. Okay, then fine. But I want to hear it direct from that Kenner employee. I don't want to hear it from random podcasts or other people who have their 10 separations away from the Kenner employee. I mean, I just know because I've known Gus Lopez for many, many years, and he's a big collector of prototypes.
Yeah.
And some of these Kenner employees are people he knew and still knows to this day. And I mean, that's where I get my information from, and I think it's the most accurate information.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The thing is, back in the 80s, the plastic wasn't readily available. It was the oil crisis, and plastic was quite expensive, so they wouldn't have made 100 prototypes
Yeah.
just to throw about. So yeah, we've got a bit more chat. Sean Solo 8 said hi guys. Hello, Sean.
No.
Thank you for joining us. And you've said hi, John.
Yeah, I turned the chat on my phone so I can see it. Put the phone
Yeah,
down
you can
next
say
to
hi. You
the.
don't have to type anymore.
Yeah.
Hi.
Our fingers are getting a break tonight.
Yeah, I know. That's why I've started this. What is it called? StreamYard. But apparently, it's only 20 hours that I've got free. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to either pay for it, or what we can do is we can talk about it after the show, and each guy's hosts one each night, or whenever we do these. I mean, when everything's get back to normal, we probably can do these once a week or whatever you feel like. So we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it after the show.
Yeah.
So it's just
Hey,
like,
I want to get Matt here a second. Matt, is that a
Yeah.
Kenner B wing behind you? What's that B wing on the wall?
That's the.
And how's that hung up there?
That's on an acrylic stand. I'll bring it down.
Oh, it's an acrylic stand. All right.
Yeah.
oh, is that Ian Sanderson's?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
that looks great. I
good
love
guy.
it.
Good guys here.
Yeah. So which way there?
Yeah. I got mine.
Yeah.
Mine's just laying down as if it landed in the hangar bay. It's just laying down on a shelf. So I liked how
Yeah.
yours was standing up. I was like, whoa, how's that?
Yeah, this one's,
That's a good idea.
This one's pretty sturdy. I mean, there are stands out there that are a bit thinner, but this one is. Yeah, I got this off Ian because I think Ian has a load of stands in America, and he has some connections over here, and he gets them sent over. So, but yeah, it's quite nice. It's even sort of got the writing on it, Rebel B Wing.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
This is the original one. Yeah, this is a vintage.
Yep.
Is that different?
I love that ship. It's so cool. Yeah.
When I saw the trailer for Rise of Skywalker, I was like, oh, cool, we're going to get B-Wings. And then they're in the very, very far. You can already see
Yeah.
them.
Well, have you seen
Yeah.
recently the one about Return of the Jedi? And there's about 80 scenes cut out of it. It's
Oh,
about, and a lot of them are B-wings because they couldn't actually get them to show on the green screens or something like that. So there is
Yeah, they said
80 shots.
I heard they were too thin or something, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
what's going up?
They couldn't catch them from the blue screen, could they? There was not enough oomph, so they would just, you wouldn't see them, would you? So it's a shame, really.
Sean Solo says it looks dope. I think he means the Boba Fett. But it could mean us.
As
Yeah, it's a nice
Yeah,
stand.
my favourite purchase last year, the tank.
Oh yes, that's really nice. Yeah.
Yeah, and I've got the figures as well. I've got the driver and the commander. So
Wow.
waiting ages to get those, put them in, but yeah.
So the vintage collection collector as well.
Yeah, I paid too much for this. I was a bit annoyed. So
Yeah.
We just could not get this in the UK, and then I think it was about 100 quid I paid for it. And now it's down to about 60 to 80 quid. You go for Forbidden Planet, they had it for about 80 quid, didn't they? And it has dropped a little, but I think people are still waiting to hope it drops like to 40 or something, but I can't see it. So there's just so much detail on it.
Yeah. It's so unpredictable with that vintage collection because like you can't find the X-wing at all. Like Luke's X-wing you're barely able to find it. But yet they had the TIE Fighter last year, which ended up coming all the way down to $20 a pop, and I got 5 of them. You know, because they were $20.
We don't see them over here. Unfortunately, we don't see them in the UK. Forbidden Planet is probably the only place we actually see them. I am actually after the skiff, the vintage collection skiff, which has gone really down in price because of all these Jabbagoons. And I want. Oh, you've got.
Yeah.
Oh, the black
Bigger one.
I had that in the shop, and it would just take a huge corner of the shop.
I just want to put a bit of glass over the top of it and have it as a table.
Yeah, there you go.
They should do.
Yeah.
Should do.
There's nowhere to put it. That's the thing. I got mine up on top in a big shelf in the room, but it's like if I didn't have that corner spot, I don't know where I would put it.
Yeah, the Snow Speeder that's coming out, I don't think it's going to be that big.
No, I mean it is smaller than the X-wing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's not
because a forklift lifted it up, didn't it, in the film to actually make it look like a
Yeah.
So it is.
Yeah, it's quite flat as well. So
yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, there's 2 people sitting in it, one forward and one backwards. So you've got like 12. You know, think about maybe 12 feet there, a couple feet at the back, and a couple feet at the front. You might have like a. I mean, the vehicle in real life might only be about 18, 20 feet long. So it's not. Yeah, it's not that big of a thing.
They just need to do the Black Series ATAT then.
Oh, that would be incredible.
You go with it?
It'd be like 7 feet tall. And
Yeah, why not? Why not? It'd be like USS flag. It'd beat the USS flag.
You have to buy it in parts, wouldn't you? You just
yeah, they can sell it in parts. You get one leg 1 week, and then another week you get a second leg.
Build a figure.
Buy the body, and then the head at a different time. You know, you have to put it all together.
Yeah, build a figure.
Yeah.
Put all the vehicles out with one piece. What was that?
I thought even the Falcon at this point would be nice.
Oh,
But again, Black Series, like, think about it, the TIE Fighter, about the size of that to the Falcon, and then can you imagine the freaking size the Falcon would have to be in scale?
Yeah,
The
Hasbro one that was quite big that they did. The 2008 that came out.
Yeah,
that was a big
film. Coming out again, isn't it? Rumors it's coming out again, but
all right,
I can't see it.
It's gonna be like $300 though.
It's going to be next year or year after, isn't it? So the way everything is going at the moment. So
Sean Solo 8 says, "Where are we all located?" Well, I'm in Leeds, UK,
and I'm in Dorset, the UK.
I'm in Florida, the USA.
Lovely. Is it nice?
Kevin?
It's all right. It's partly cloudy. It's good, you know.
Yeah, your partly cloud is quite different to our partly cloud.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I
mine
should
keeps
say
on cutting out. Hold up.
we're mostly sunny. We're mostly sunny. There you go.
And
I can imagine.
That's yeah. That's why everyone's on the beach in Florida, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, Gavin? Where are you from?
I'm trying to figure out why it keeps on cutting out. Hold up.
Right. So where are you from, Sean? Let us know where you're from, and I'm thinking that you're from the US. I just get that feeling. I don't know why. So yeah, let's get back on topic. We talked about the Boba Fett, but John, you put up some Jawas earlier on Twitter. We could talk.
Oh yeah, because what happened was one of those junk drawer. I got some couple of finds on eBay where people had emptied out their junk drawer and things, and there were random figures and stuff. And there was a couple of Jawa cloaks, the little cape, their little outfit. So I was putting them on my naked Jawas in the display, and I noticed that one of them had super small eyes, and that he was more of an orange color rather than the brownish color. I was like, wow, when did they switch it from brown to orange? And then also, why are his eyes so small? You know?
Yeah, there is a smaller eye version that's quite rare. So you might have a valuable figure there.
There's so many variants at this point, though.
Yeah, there's variants of every figure in it. It's ridiculous. Some of the variants. So this is the one on eBay that I found the other day. It's a supposed vinyl cape Jawa, but as you can see, the arm doesn't really fit very as well. The texture on it looks about right, but I thought the texture was in the inside and not the outside. It's got a bit of damage there, as you can see. So I don't know whether that's been cut or it's just damage. Or there you go. You see again there. If you can see, it's like it's been cut open. But that texturing, I thought it was supposed to be on the inside and not the outside.
Well, I mean, someone could have taken the cape off, and couldn't they, and put it around the wrong way? So
yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's
yeah, and just folded it the wrong way. It looks like, I mean, if it's ripped, it looks like someone has tried to take it off and put it back on again. So,
yeah,
because it is very tight, isn't it? The holes for the Jawa. Yeah.
Well, it's supposed to.
Sorry.
It's supposed to fit snugly.
I know you've got to match. You got to match the right gun with the Jawa, haven't you? You got to look at the CEO and get the right gun for the right Jawa, haven't you?
Yeah. There's a that is the texture.
Yeah, it's a zipping noise, isn't it? You put your nail in it.
That is the proper texture. What you're supposed to have, and this guy's put on. That is a texture, apparently.
Yeah.
But it's different for me. It's got lines diagonally, but not the other way. Whereas that it's got them both ways. So there's like little squares in it, if you can see. Whereas that one hasn't. So yeah, I don't think it's. I had one brought in the shop, and it took me a while to get it verified, and it wasn't. It did really look good. It wasn't just a cut down Ben Kenobi cape.
Someone found the right bottle, did they?
Yeah, it's different colour, isn't it?
Yeah. Isn't there the Lily Leddy one? Isn't that like a really weird colour, or is it Lily Leddy? I'm trying to think now which one.
I think so. Yeah, there's one. I think.
There's darker orange, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
I'm not really an expert on. I'm not really an expert on Jawas. I can avoid it.
No. I know the. Is it Lily Leddy that's got the hood, removable hood?
That's it. Yeah.
On the cloth cape one.
they cut them, don't they? And they look like they've got there's a little edging around it, stitching. It looks like
Yeah,
getting confused.
yeah. Just
What's the worst fake that you've seen, or time?
Oh, I've seen it. I've seen a blue snaggletooth, or it's a red snaggletooth. Someone's taken the legs off it and put Greedo legs on it, and then repainted it blue, and then tried to sell it on eBay, and and you could just see the ridges around Greedo's legs.
Oh.
You just knew it was.
Wow.
You just knew it was a fake. Yeah, yeah.
Oh
they
my
try
God.
anything, won't they nowadays? Yeah,
oh yeah,
yeah.
That's amazing to me. That's like so amazing. Wow.
Yeah. But it's getting the paint right in the face, isn't it? Because it's so weird. It's like off grey, flesh color. It's a really weird. The snaggletooth. I don't own a snaggletooth. I used to own a snaggletooth, but
no, I need one of those.
I didn't part. I should have not parted with it, but
Yeah, I've just got my Jawa here. Oh, I stand still off. And yeah, you're saying the weapon is a little point on it on the back of the gun there, and I don't know which way it's round, but the vinyl cape. I think the vinyl cape has that bump, and the normal one doesn't have that bump, or is it the other way around? But this is obviously it's not a vinyl cape Jawa, but it has got the bump on the gun. So there you go.
I picked.
Oh, you mean like a little round? Is it a little round, like
Yeah,
sort of? Yeah.
just above the trigger. Well, the back of the handle.
I know you're talking about. I feel like that must have been where the mold touched the gun, right?
Yeah,
Like a spur or something.
Yeah, it could have been. I don't think there's one on this picture.
I picked. Yeah, I'll show you.
No, there's none on that picture. Just trying to do that. Yeah, so that is. I don't know if you'd say that's got large eyes or small eyes. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that?
Oh, I would say those are large.
Yeah.
They were like little pinpricks,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
That's why I noticed it. I was like, why is his eye so small?
Yeah. Yeah. I've been trying to find out for you. Been looking on Heisercoit. I usually look on for variants, and the CO it does CO variants, so not necessarily.
I want to show you this little thing I picked up the other week. Right, that is
Factory.
That is a R2 pop-up lightsaber, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's got a third leg, which is where do you get a third leg from? Right. Some guy in UK is making these third legs. They're 3D printed, and they go in the pop-up R2, so you can get the effect of 3 legs. It looks really good. And this is only £10.
Yeah, I suppose it's not repro, is it? It's not.
Not repro. I know. It's. I wouldn't sell it. I mean, I haven't got a saber because I'm not paying £200 for a lightsaber. But I just. The droid builders R2, isn't there? The one with 3 legs.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. I thought it was a droid builder.
I've never found one. So just for my own benefit, and it just squeezes in. It only goes in the pop-up R2. It won't go in any other R2.
Right.
And I think it's Stan Solo Creations. It's probably going to get and it was £10, and he actually makes loads of figures, but he makes this in white and black. So he makes a custom draw. I mean, I'm not into repros and custom, but that just caught my eye, and it does look cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Hold on here. I never knew this. So the little circle at the bottom, the that R2 is a different size than the Empire
Yeah.
and Star Wars
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, yeah,
I never knew that. I never knew
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I thought
You
they
don't
were
watch
all identical.
Yeah.
I've got
You don't watch my video.
I've got yeah. There's this one here. Look, that's see the difference. So this one is New Hope. You know, first release.
Yeah. The first still,
Yeah.
but the pop-up is different.
Well, you're gonna get me to go over to my cabinet and look at mine because
Well, the thing is,
can't believe
you've got to fit
I
that.
can't believe I never noticed that on mine.
You've got to fit that lightsaber in, haven't you? So it's got to be a different body.
Yeah.
So
I've had it apart. So I've had it apart. So.
so yeah, I'll have to have a look at that because
I do dream of finding a pop-up lightsaber one day in a figure's hand in a charity shop, but you know that'll never happen. I know a certain person who bought a wad of toys and had Luke Skywalker there holding a pop-up lightsaber in his hand. So.
oh
Very
wow,
nice.
yeah. Well, I've got that's one of my favourite figures. I've got the pop-up lightsaber. It is.
Yeah.
The easiest way to get one is on eBay. Oftentimes you'll see giant lots. So they'll be like, I've got 20 or I've got 100 figures. I've got 30 figures. I've got 40, whatever. And you just look at all the photos. And a lot of times, I've seen it 3 or 4 times now, where the R2 they have in the collection has the dome. You look for the dome, but now I know you can look at the top or the bottom.
Bit of base,
But yeah, so you'll see them quite
Yeah.
often in those collections.
Then you get
But,
some crafty people. You get some crafty people who position a figure in a job lot. They'll just show a tiny bit of a leg, like of a yak face or something, and they'll an art, and they'll just put it in there, and they'll make everyone go nuts and buy a bid on this, and then it will suddenly vanish.
Yeah.
Won't it? It won't be in the
feel like-
job lot you buy. And you go, well, you know, I don't know. The guy will go, well, I don't know nothing about Star Wars figures. So, seen that lot, done a lot.
Yeah, Sean Solo's gone back to us and said he's from Arizona originally, but he's lived in the UK
All right.
for 14 years.
All right.
Well done, Sean. Whereabouts
Yeah.
in the UK are you?
Yeah.
And
Got used to the temperature over here.
Gilster 37 says, yeah, his name is Smith Lord Creations.
Yeah, Smith Lord, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I put,
I've had a few issues with the customs he does. I don't like the
oh yes.
Luke Stormtrooper because you can buy it.
Yeah. He's
I don't mind the handle.
Yeah.
I think that's quite harmless, that leg. So I like it.
No, that's quite fine. I mean, we're going to go on to something talking about repro in a minute.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think I think you've all watched the retro blasting video that's come on today. I'm just going to queue it up now.
But with the yeah.
I've noticed he's got sponsorship on his videos now.
That G.I. Joe guy, isn't it? The G.I. Joe outlet or something? I don't know.
There we go.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not going to have the sound on or anything like that, but I just wanted to show you. Yeah.
Hydrogen peroxide.
Yeah, you can see the R2D2 was absolutely knackered when it first came. All the chrome was off. It was quite broken. So it's just fair enough. I mean, you look at those.
Mm.
You look at those R2s. They're knackered, are they?
Yeah, most people would just bin them, wouldn't they, or repaint them.
Yeah.
Or just use them for like a
Dioramas. I just for dioramas.
diorama, yeah.
Like
Yeah, like they did in Solo, didn't they? They made them into bins, didn't they? Where the fire was coming out of them, didn't they? Or whatever.
yeah, I'd make
Solo.
like a junkyard or something like that. A droid junkyard or something.
Yeah.
So he got it vac metalized. He sent it off to get it vac metalized, and it came back pretty bad. But he did something else to it, which I I don't know what he did. I'm not up on these things, but there you go. That's a finished article. Now it looks brilliant to me. There's not a problem.
It's got a slight lean to it. I know that's because of the leg and it was warped. So.
One leg was bent, which is easily done. Plastic, you can remold plastic and get it straight. But the other leg was totally broken off. But you put a screw inside the leg to get it to fit on, which is brilliant. The only issue I've got with this, and I don't know what you think, guys, is the sticker.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not a lot you can do. I'll admit that. There's not a lot you can do. But it's a repro.
Well,
that for me is just...
I'll tell you, I really don't mind if the sticker's done because there's absolutely no way to get an original sticker. And I'll tell you, I had a lot of going back and forth. I sat here like going in my head for about a year before I finally broke down and got one because my pop-up lightsaber R2-D2, the one that, and I've had it since we were kids, okay? The sticker was completely worn off. It was totally trashed. And I got sick of staring at my like awesome figure that, you know, otherwise would probably cost me $150 looking like trash. So after about a year of going back and forth in my head and trying to decide if I wanted to or not, I finally bought a repro sticker, put it on there, and I've been so happy with it now. Every time I see it, I'm like, wow, he looks so good. You know, I'm so happy to have that, you know.
It's going to stay in your collection. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm not selling it, so it's staying in my collection, you know.
Yeah, Gilsters37 saying he watches Retro Blasting all the time. Seen this one today. So, yeah. I like him. I like him. I like him.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. I like it when he prepares all the toys and shows you how to do it and strip them down and rebuild them. And
yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Is his Darth Vader still running around with no arms?
Yeah. He just doesn't have him on as much. There you go. That's what he's done with the leg. He's put a screw in it.
Yeah.
Which is.
Yeah, it's going back. I don't know. It's going back to a guy. Is it
it's
in America or UK?
This R2-D2 has actually come from the UK.
Yeah, it has come from the UK.
Yeah, and he's fixed it for him. He's taking him a while. So yeah, it's brilliant.
Hopefully this guy's going to keep it now in his collection, isn't he? He's going to keep it hopefully and cherish it. But you don't know. He's one day I'm going to sell it with all the other ones, and you go.
Yeah. Well, you can. You can tell it's a repro sticker. You can tell.
Yeah. It's very, yeah.
You can tell.
Well, they don't. I think what it is the originals feel like they're more like paper, where a lot of the repros feel plasticky. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They feel glossy, like they feel slick to the touch, like they're glossy or something. Where when I touch the original R2, it feels like it's a piece of paper or something on there. You know, I don't. They feel different on my fingers. You know.
Yeah.
So that's when he got it back from the metalizing. As you can see, over the years, it's also been scratched, and it just looks really bad. But I forgot.
See, that's the part that I'm curious about. Like, is it really worth doing that? Like,
just the one.
That must have cost him like $100 or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, why?
You would have gone and got 10 or 20 heads, wouldn't you, and done them all at once. You wouldn't have just done one. Crazy.
Just buy another one.
Yeah, I saw they were talking about. He's like, it took me so long to finish it, and I was like, eBay, and just like clicks on and clicks buy, and it'll be here in 2 days.
Yeah.
But he's going around it as this is what to do, but it's not.
Yeah, I suppose I guess it's worth it for the experiment and making the video and doing the thing. But realistically, most of us aren't going to do that. We're just going to get another R2 and,
Yeah.
screw it.
Yeah, exactly.
Put it in the head.
You'd look on eBay for one that's got a knackered sticker, and just put a new head on it. Take that,
Yeah.
because there's a screw inside that you take off, and you can just replace the head. So yeah, I don't know what he's
I
thinking.
wonder why. Oh, sorry.
Go on.
I wonder why the R2s are always the ones that get beat up more than like almost any other figure now.
They get dropped in water a lot, don't they? And the sticker just.
Well, the sticker, yeah.
It's like doing the old Dagobah sort of thing.
Yeah.
The X-wing in the half, isn't it? It's like TIE, yeah. So
I know that's what ours was because I played with them in the bathtub when I was a kid. I played with them. I lived in upstate New York where there was snow half the year. So we played with them out in the snow, muddy rain puddles, like everything. So I mean, I know that's how ours got all beat up. It was because we had them in the mud, we had them in the snow, we had them in the bathtubs.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I just think that, like you say, it must have cost £100 to get that done, but it does look nice. I must admit, it does.
I mean, I have no idea. I was just throwing a number. I have no idea. It could be 10 bucks for all I know.
It's not a cheap process, is it? Put it that way. That's why they stopped doing it.
It just doesn't send that way to be graded. That's all. Gets a 90.
That's my solid dome, and it is pretty shiny.
Yeah,
Being
mine's pretty. Yeah.
That costs what, £25-30? I don't even know if I've paid that much, to be honest with you. But yeah,
But
you can buy one that cheap, that good. I know it's his childhood vintage figure, but it's not. It's not anymore.
$700
$700.
for a loose RTD2, the Droid Factory one. It's got an 85. It was graded, and it's like really clean. But like $700, and you can tell that they really don't care because they put the word "wow" and 3 exclamation marks in the end of the.
Never a good sign. You can get. I mean, you can get a bloody Droid Factory for £100 with the one.
I know.
Very
Oh yeah.
Now, how are his joints? Are his joints stiff?
Not ever been uncracked. They are solid.
Really?
Really?
Oh my gosh!
I'm shaking it. It's not moving.
Oh, I've had to put some. I've had to put some to keep it up.
That's so rare because
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I had one or two from when we were kids. My brother and I were kids that I've always had, and they were loose as hell. And in the last 4 or 5 years, I was like, I got to get myself a really nice Death Star droid. And I have found them where all the paint is there. The black is on the shoulders, it's on the eyes. Mm-hmm. But I get it, and it's loose as hell. It's like a floppy. And then I find other ones where there's no paint on them, and I'm like, damn it!
This is the sort of thing Black Series should be releasing. These, we need more of this, and not Darth Vader's and more Boba Fett's.
Hammerhead.
Yeah, the second Darth Vader in the 40th anniversary one.
We need more Cantina creatures.
Yeah, I agree.
Droids.
Definitely.
Yeah.
See, I'm actually wondering if that's where we're going to go now, because if you think about it, there's no more new movies, so they're not obligated to make 10 or 20 characters from this new film, because there isn't a new film. So in this, we got at least 3 years, maybe, before there'll be another theater film or something.
Yeah.
So maybe in this time frame, they can do all these figures that we've been wanting, like I mean, we got Greedo, but I mean, we need Walrus Man, Snaggletooth, Hammerhead. Give us the Death Star droid.
Yeah.
But would they make the Death Star droid silver, or would they make him black? Because the one that was actually on the Death Star that walked by was black.
They don't back metalize anymore, do they? So
no.
It'll be black. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the only silver
Oh,
version
nice.
of that droid in the movie was in the Sandcrawler, right? Wasn't he just like sitting in the Sandcrawler?
Yeah.
They could do him carbonized.
Yeah, carbonized.
Yeah, there you go. They'll carbonize him. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's glossy black, isn't he, in the Death Star and actually in Rogue
In the
One.
I thought so. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go. Gilster 37 is still looking for a Kenner 81 slave one round the door.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've just sold one, unfortunately.
Oh, did you?
I did see. I mean, I watch Toy Polloi quite a lot. I mean, I like when he's sort of. Some people don't like the way he repairs toys, but I enjoy watching his videos, and he comes up with some quite useful. He actually showed a video recently of how to make a door for your slave one. So, and it was all right. So at the ramp.
Was he the one who also did the insert where he had all the electronics and like the little? He made one of the channels made an insert to slide in on that blank wall, because on the inside it's just a blank wall.
Decal,
and it looked really cool.
Yeah. You can get it on his. I think you can print it off his website. He does PDFs on his website. I think some you can just print off, and some you have to buy. But yeah, it's a cool little decal for the vintage. If you want to do a mock, but I know some people don't like. So. Yeah.
Well, you don't have to stick it. You just print it on a piece of paper or cardboard, and it just slides in and pops into spot. You don't really need to stick it in there. You know.
Yeah. It's your toy. You can do what you like with it. So that's a lot of people, isn't it? So.
This I've found on eBay. Going back to the Boba Fett.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm gonna try and buy this.
All right.
Strip it down.
Yeah.
What do you think? How do you think I should strip it down without destroying the plastic?
Just get some. Maybe get a cotton bud and use some. I know we'll take it off. It'll be nail varnish on a cotton bud, and just very gently, that green will come off like that.
Yeah.
So,
the green is the first bit to come off. I know. So
yeah. It probably will be, but you know.
So yeah, I just want to show how easy it is to make a rocket firing Boba Fett.
Yeah, I mean people.
Oh, maybe not a rocket fighter one, obviously, but
yeah.
As you can see, that bit there, I will cut out.
Yeah.
And show how easy it is to make one like the guy that tried to sell one on eBay. I'm not going to sell it. It's just going to go as it's a project for me, a video, just to show how easy it is. It's not going to be sold or anything like that. I'm totally against everything like that. So yeah.
Well, I mean, if you make a video and then try to sell it, obviously people could look at the video.
Yeah.
Be like, wait a minute.
You're giving. In some ways, you're giving people ideas, aren't you?
Yeah, that's true.
You'd have to maybe scribe a C on the bottom of the foot, like custom or something. So you know.
Yeah.
If anyone else got it.
Yeah.
So some way of.
So yeah, I'm just. I'm saying that I'm not into customs. I'm not going to do it myself. So yeah.
Steve, that's my thing with customs and my thing with customs and what you call it, like reproduction stuff. You know, like who was it we were just talking about? Who did it was like the Stormtrooper, and he did your foot.
Smith Lord, is it? Smith Lord Creations.
Yeah, Smith Sith Lord, right? Yeah,
Smith
like.
Lord.
I really think that somehow the community, the people who are out there making these things, should all agree on one standard for a mark. Anything they make, whether it be a gun, another figure, anything has that mark on it. Whether it's a dot or two dots or a line, or maybe like you said, a C on the bottom of the foot, like. And if you make any reproduction of anything, if it's He-Man, G.I. Joe, Star Wars, anything, you put that universally recognized mark on there. And it could be something as simple as like 2 or 3 little dots in a pattern. And it can be you could hide that inside the leg, on the bottom of the foot, whatever. But everyone who knows in the collecting world would be like, okay, I see the little dot on the bottom of the foot. I know this is a reproduction.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah.
and why is that so hard? Like, why can't these reproduction guys just be like, yeah, I'm going to acknowledge it's a reproduction and follow the rules and do this kind of thing, you know?
Yeah. A lot of guys are just putting their own COs on them, aren't they? So
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
something. Maybe there should be a custom figure union or association or something like that. Someone should start up.
There you go.
Then you cover rules and regulations. Yeah.
So Gilster37 says he's customizing 2 slave ones with lights, just like Toy Polloi.
Yeah.
And
Lights
then
in the
vintage
engines.
figures.
Yeah, it looks good with the lights in the engine and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Toy Polloi on this channel.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah.
Huh?
So, I mean, I try to avoid Toy Polloi as much as I can, to be honest with you.
Yeah, well, it's too late. You've said his name now, so.
Yeah, I know.
People are going to be right. It's YouTube.
Yeah, I know.
He's going to get more subscribers, and we ain't.
Oh, that's it.
Send some of your subscribers our way, please.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, we're trying to get Junkman on. I've told, as I said earlier, he's not messaged me back, unfortunately. He's with his son this week.
Yeah.
All right.
So we'll get him on. We'll get him on. I've sent him the link for this live stream, so we'll get him on sometime. That'll be
sometime
nice.
in the future. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if he went on his channel.
Sorry.
Go on, Gavin.
I was saying that you finished the collection like 2 or 3 times, right?
I have,
So,
yeah. I'm on my 4th time.
what was the hardest one to get out of all of them?
The hardest one to get.
Well, for you, because people have different situations.
The hardest one to get is probably Blue Snaggletooth, but a lot of people wouldn't class that as a. Well, it's not the 96, obviously, but
No,
it's a variant of one of the 96. So, in the 96, I think the hardest one to get complete is probably Luke Stormtrooper.
Yeah. You don't see the helmets that often. You're right.
Helmet, yeah, I was going to say the helmet and the blaster.
People lose the stuff like that.
Do what? Sorry, the
Because
Luke.
mine doesn't have a helmet. I've never I don't know where the helmet went. It must have got lost when we were kids, So I've got mine sitting up there with no helmet.
They're about £100 for a helmet.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's. If I had a Luke Stormtrooper, if I didn't have a helmet, I wouldn't go and buy a Repro helmet. I just wouldn't. I'd do without a helmet until I found one.
That's what I've been doing. He has no helmet until I find one. And
Yeah, basically.
and I won't just buy a helmet because whenever I see just the helmet for sale, they're super expensive. Like I've seen them for $100 just for the helmet. And I'm like, oh, come on.
Yeah.
And
I'm crazy for this figure.
You might as well buy another complete figure.
yeah.
Yeah,
One-
The Yak face.
I'm just hoping. I'm hoping one day for a junk drawer find. Like someone dumps out their drawer and they're like, "Yeah, I just got all these bits and pieces," and I'm looking at it going, "Woo, there's the helmet," but they don't know they have the helmet. But I see the helmet. I'm gonna buy that one.
Yeah. I've seen a picture of a guy who's got about 20 Yak faces on a shelf, and all he collects is last 17,
Wow.
and he's got 20 or something of these. He's like, "Do you need 20 Yak faces?" So it's
See,
I don't know, give them out.
I don't even have Yak Face on my radar. I will not spend $300 for a figure. There's no way I would ever spend $300 for a figure or more, whatever they're going for now. So I just don't even count him. He's not even on my list of available figures.
I can't stand it.
If I went on holiday to America and I ran out of money, I'd make sure I just bought this for me in my case so I could quickly get some money. Because in America, it's just more, it's
Definitely,
isn't it? So,
yeah.
Canada and UK got this, wasn't it? Really?
Well, there you've got the Canada version, haven't you? not the
Yeah,
not the European version.
Yeah, European hasn't got a weapon, has it?
No.
So,
No,
no.
that's what the person that bought the one off me says. Where's the weapon? And I says, no, the weapon. It didn't come with the weapon in this country.
Yeah.
Well,
And
the weapon is super easy to find. It's the same weapon that came with your Klaatu
Yeah.
and Barada and stuff.
Yeah.
So
God, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Gift
that
card.
weapon.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You said that a remake of the helmet is like $12, and then the real helmet itself is like 100 something, 150, 120.
yeah,
And then one with the helmet is like $200. So the helmet apparently is more expensive than the thing itself.
Yeah.
yeah.
And the
It's
black-
like the lightsaber, the pop-up lightsaber R2D2. The lightsaber is worth more than the R2D2.
Yes.
In package, $1,000. Oof.
250 quid,
Oh.
at least now, more. Yeah, I mean the black blaster for Luke, isn't it? That goes for quite a bit now, isn't it? I'm sure.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
got a
see,
black
like,
blaster for the
In
Luke.
my head, I can understand why like a Luke stormtrooper would be around 100 to 250, maybe $200. But I don't understand why like the Imperial Dignitary is around $100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Ew.
who wants that figure?
Why?
Only people who want a complete, only
Wasn't that
people
one of
who
the
want a
last
complete
ones?
collection.
Yeah,
But what I mean is that
Why did they do
only
that?
people who want to collect and complete a collection want that figure. So there's no kid out there. Like a kid is running around going, I want Luke Skywalker in a stormtrooper suit. But there's no kid running around going, I want the Imperial Dignitary. You know?
no.
Yeah, I saw
So-
Junkman do something about that. He was like, out of all the things, they were trying to release ones that would bring kids back into it, and that's one of the ones they released. And it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
I should want that from old man in a robe.
that you barely saw in the movie. He like walked by. I don't even know.
Oh dear.
And even stuff like the Imperial Gunner and even Barada. I mean, like, it's like, do you need another Skiff Guard alien? Like, why? It's only because
Yeah,
he's in
why
that
there's
last
so many?
17 that he's worth money. Because
Yeah.
it's not like you see Barada any less than you see Klaatu or Nikto. I mean,
No.
you go to a convention or a toy show, and I see cases where there's like 100 Baradas in there, and I'm like, you've got 100 of them. Why are you trying to sell them for $80 or $90 each? Like, you've got 100 of them sitting there. Like, and you've
Yes.
only got 6 Klaatus. Look at it, like what's going on here? I don't think they made any less of them. It's just because they were right at the end that people have this inflated value of them.
Well, yeah. Somewhere in the UK, there's a massive landfill, isn't there? There's a fan film being made, isn't there? Somewhere in Leicestershire.
Maybe.
isn't it? Somewhere in
Yeah, I've been involved in
And
that
we've
myself.
got a landfill where it's just full of last 17 figures because they couldn't get rid of them.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I did an article on it. Wrote an article on that, and I've been involved in that film. I'm going down to. Well, I was going to go down to Leicester to be more involved in it, but obviously at the moment I can't go down there.
No.
So yeah,
Do,
I want.
so there's seriously, do they have any idea? Do they have any idea where this is buried?
They,
Or
they
do
know
you?
the area, but it's going to be like 30 feet down underground, isn't it? And breaking sort of
The thing is,
quite dangerous, isn't it?
you're going to need the license to dig there. You're going to need archaeologists. You're going to need security.
Mm.
You're going to need to pay the landowner. I've looked into it. It's
Mark,
not
we'll just go there. We'll go there at night. I got a post hole digger. We will get him.
I did.
I'll stay there.
I did
I'll stay there for 3
evaluation
weeks.
event
if I
down there
have to.
at Palatoy, and everybody that came in for toys either worked for Palatoy or knew somebody that worked for Palatoy, and everybody knew where this landfill is. Oh, we know what it is. We can't tell you.
No.
But the guys that actually work for Palatoy, the designers, I was talking to them, and they were saying they were actively saying, "Do it, do it. We'll tell you where it is if you want to do it." So They want people to do it.
I
Yeah.
heard the same story for the Atari ET.
Yes. Yeah.
I saw that documentary when they dug them up. It was
Yeah. Yeah.
that's why I'm thinking of it. We should film it and dig them all up.
Yeah.
I hear there's a spot where there's a whole bunch of Millennium Falcon also.
Yeah.
Somewhere in
They-
Cincinnati, like here in the States near Cincinnati,
yes.
where Kenner's headquarters was, they went out back and they just dug a giant hole and they threw like 10,000 Millennium Falcons in there.
Yeah.
And they just
I'm
buried
gonna just drive like for like a half an hour. I'll be back.
them.
Yeah.
Like sell them online.
So yeah, there is a documentary coming out about that landfill.
Yeah.
I've been talking to the guy that's doing it, and it's just trying to finish it off, actually.
Yeah.
So
I
It's
guess
not really
whoever owns the land owns the rights to whatever they find, doesn't it? So
yeah,
they're
well,
gonna,
that's it.
if they find a lot of last 17 figures, they're gonna have to pay that person. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Well, that's
I
it.
don't know if-
Well, think about this though. If you suddenly put another 10,000 copies of each of those figures on the market, is that going to
Oh,
drive the
God,
price
yeah.
down a little bit? You know, then
So a lot of people want them to stay buried.
Yeah, you just see
Yeah.
somebody on eBay with like 100+ Millennium Falcons that you can like buy. Like you can buy more than one at one time. It's like a huge thing of them.
Yeah. The last 17 figures, the price would just plummet, wouldn't it? If there's that many.
It would.
around.
Yeah, there was a thing at Vectis, wasn't there, a couple of years ago, where there was a case of Death Squad commanders, Palatoy, 12 A's, I think there were, and there was a box of 8 of them, and the price has plummeted as soon as they went on the market. That was at Vectis.
Yeah, what was that shop in the UK? They found all those log rays in boxes, didn't they? Box crates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
And, I mean, you can still get a log ray for what?
I think he comes from Leeds as well, that guy.
Yeah. He bought a load from a
it's
shop
Potter.
that's been closed up, isn't it?
Is it Potter?
He's got a. Is it Tatooine Toys?
Toys of Tatooine, yeah, because I know
Tatooine Toys.
the other guy.
Yeah.
I'm friends with the other guy that owns it.
He does. They do mostly like stationery as well. Oddities,
Yeah.
don't they?
Really good, some really good stuff on there.
Yeah, rubbers
Um,
and weird things and pen toppers and
Yeah,
anything you can think of. That stationery. Yeah. I think I've seen them. Yeah.
I saw a thing online where so apparently old Toys R Us, there was this worker when they went out of business, like cleaning through the stuff, and apparently a kid like years and years back sometime in like the late 70s or early 80s took a Millennium Falcon and I think like 2 other figures, I don't remember what they were, and he like went under the shelf against the wall. There was a tile, and he like pulled it out and put them back in there to hide them so he could come back and get them later, but he never did. So we found the worker found them years and years later,
wow.
still unboxed down there.
Entombed.
That's sort of how I got my Darth Vader in the 12-back packaging, is because when I lived, this was sort of right before I left New York State to go to Seattle, so this was probably late 90s, I would say, like maybe 97, 98, somewhere in that range. But a new person had moved in up the road at the end of the street. They bought the house and they were going through it, and in the attic, in the rafters, they found an unopened Christmas present. So someone, like a grandmother or someone, had hidden it up in the rafters,
Mm.
and they split the top open because they actually brought it down to my house, still in the wrapping paper, and they actually just tore the top, saw that it was a Darth Vader. And through word of mouth, talking to their neighbors or whatever, they were like, "Yeah, that guy John down the road, he'll give you money for that. You should go see him." So they came down to my house like probably about 9 o'clock at night, and my dad called. I was out, so I think my dad called me up, and he's like, "Yeah, there's some neighbors here who just moved in up the road. They got this Darth Vader. You want to come over and get it?" So I looked at it, and I was like, I told him flat out at that time, I was like, this is probably worth $100 to $150. Like in the late '90s, that was probably all it really was worth. And I said, I'll give you like $40 for it right now, and they were like, yeah, let's do it. I'll take the cash. So they let me have it for $40, and they went away happy, and I was like ecstatic that I had a 12-back figure. And nowadays, I'm like, holy crap! Like, because I've seen them sell for $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 now.
I'm just going to show you this. If I can find it, there's an auction going on this week. I'm just going to try and get it up. Talk amongst yourself before while I get it up. Let's see.
Models Marketplace. Hey, and Gilster there, I did see the message you put up that Sith Lord does do his own mark. He puts SLC, so that's pretty cool. I didn't know that, so thanks for letting me know.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, I thought he did, but
yeah.
Anyone want to buy a carbonized Mandalorian for 300 quid?
I've got one, thanks.
No, they're going for about 80 quid now, aren't they? That's the going.
Well, the white. What's funny is the white box for the Mandalorian figure himself is actually more than the carbonized one. Do you know that?
Yeah. I've only got one white box, which is Ray and
yeah.
Theo. That's the only one I've got. It's the only one.
And Ray and what is it? Ray and Kylo and the other ones, they're still only worth like $20, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's just the Mandalorian that's the only one that's really worth a lot is a white.
Well, is it rumors now that the next time he comes out in the Beskar armor, he's going to be called Din Djarin, isn't he? He's going to have his name on the box.
Oh, that could be, yeah.
So,
yeah, that
could
be.
People are wondering why they didn't do that before, bring it out, like not the name, but like the thing itself. Because it was in the trailer and crap, so like there's no reason why they shouldn't have.
Yeah,
would have made a lot more money. Yeah.
No, I wouldn't.
Right, so this is the auction I'm on about. CNT auctioneers. It's on Wednesday. It's just at 2:30 in the afternoon, which is quite late for an auction. That's 8, so that's Wednesday, right? So I'm just going to go through some of the things, because there's some quite exciting things going to be. I mean, the prices are all over the place, and some very low, some very high. So we've got a lot of Palatoy there. The good thing about this listing is they go in order. You've got Kenner, Luke there, but the rest of them are Palatoy. You got Nakano, Ben Kenobi.
Yeah.
253 is probably right.
I need to get that robe.
A lot of Palatoy. There's another Meccano Jawa there. I just love these I love these cards with the Palatoy logo on. I wish.
Yeah, we all do in this country, don't we?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's
the R5 probably the best card back ever done. I don't know why everybody loves that, don't they?
Well,
I love R5D4. Yeah, I do. I love it. It's great.
Yeah. So we're going into the Empire Strikes Back. What gets me about these vehicles is you can see they've not been played with. And I'm hoping
take them out of the box.
Yeah, I'm hoping that this auction house has not taken them out of the box.
They've already,
Because
what do you mean taking them? They are out of the box. That is out of the box. What do you mean you haven't taken them out of the box?
No, I mean it was sealed before, and they've just gone. We better get
out. If the vendors brought them in sealed and they've opened them up,
they could have just looked them up on Google.
I can't see it.
New.
Yeah.
So you've got DL44 there with the Palatoy logo.
Gun
I think it's worth more than that. I think it's worth a bit more than that. The old lightsaber, the old blow up lightsaber there.
Didn't
Wow.
it come with like patches or something? Because it
The
kept on breaking.
the blow up bop, Darth Vader. Pack of cards there. Oh, it does say freshness, sealed for freshness, but 40 year
Those have the bubble gum in.
I don't think there will be. A switch it
Those
up.
have the bubble gum in. I don't know. Yeah.
It's got the cards in it. I did not actually say how many cards are in it.
All right, there's no bubble gum in those. Oh, it is bubble gum.
There's,
Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah, 'cause
sugar-free bubble gum.
Yeah, because those things were bubble. You know, they've been sitting in that packet with bubble gum. They've probably not done any good to the
Some will,
cards. have they?
correct.
So,
No, the one card that's close to the gum will have a big rectangle on it. You'll see it if you
Yeah.
open it up. Yeah.
yeah.
A full pack of bubble gun, it says, with a foil wrap around it in excellent condition.
Yeah, if you're never going to open the box, or keep it as it is. Yeah, but
Mm.
So I don't know how many cards are in that. It seems to be
yeah,
quite
I
a bit.
can't remember.
Yeah, it doesn't actually say.
40-year-old gum.
Yeah,
My favorite.
nice. So we've got a carry case, vehicles, the old Dagobah.
So do they have? I can't see the prices on my screen, but do they have estimates?
Yeah,
So those estimates on the prices.
yeah,
Like, what do they estimate that case to go for?
100 to 150 £150.
What? See, around here,
We've got
around
24.
here all day. You can
got 20.
go. I could go out. I could go out down the street. I've got like 5 or 6 of them myself because I could go down the street to the flea market and get one for you for $20 when this is over.
It's
if
got
you want.
24 figures in it though.
That's the figures in there as well.
Oh, it comes with all the figures.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
So we've got some
See,
trial.
that's what I often look at. I'm like, sometimes I see
think
these things and I'm just like, the prices are way off.
Yeah.
you know?
I think a Vader
Oh,
case
yeah.
with the actual
What they do with the
card
estimates is they do lowball estimates just to drag people in,
Yeah,
have a look at them.
get people in. Think, oh yeah, these people aren't going to pay much for these.
I mean, look
Oh,
at that. 60 to 80 £80 for a tri-logo scout, bag scout.
Yeah, I think mine's on Tri-Logo, my Biker Scout.
Yeah,
So is my Emperor. I have the Emperor Palpatine Tri-Logo, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm Palpatine.
The lightsabers, Empire Strikes Back lightsabers, a Dom Post Vader helmet,
Oh,
play sets.
I'm really hoping.
I think
they
my
can actually
B-Wing
pull
I
it
think
off.
my B-Wing pilot has the coin. My B-Wing pilot's the one with the coin.
Right.
mm.
See, there you go. You see, look, the stickers aren't being attached to the X-wing there, and the stickers are there. I will click on that. The box is quite battered, really,
Mm.
but the stickers are there. So I'm just hoping that there's no. I don't know. Oh, there is inserts. There is inserts as well.
That's very white X-wing.
It's very. That has not been out of the box, so that's what I'm saying.
No,
I just hope
yeah.
that they haven't opened these again with the Scout Walker, the TIE Interceptor, all the inners. They've not. It looks like they've just opened it up to me.
How much has that R2 got there?
Yeah, R2 pop-up lightsaber R2, 300 to 400. Yeah, I wish. Tri-logo Leia,
Yeah.
quite rare.
Wow,
And
I've never even seen those Tri-Logos. Those are wow.
the Bin Luke Tri-logo, very rare.
Boba Fett. Oh, God.
Boba Fett. I bought my Empire Strikes Back from Hanson's. Empire Strikes Back Boba Fett from Hanson's, and
All right.
they actually had two. One went for 2,500, and the next one was at £850. So I bid 900, and I got it for £900.
Whoa.
A Palatoy Empire Strikes Back Boba Fett for £900.
So I bet you were sweating.
I don't leave it in the house. I don't leave the house and leave it in there. So I sold it in
See,
there.
that's the one thing that I have on my mind. I know where locally, within like 10 minutes of my house, I know where there are 2 Boba Fett's. They're both on Empire Strikes Back cards, and they're both on the 21 or 22 back cards. So they're the very first time Boba Fett was on a card.
Yeah.
And he's only asking $600 for each of them.
What?
Yeah. And he thinks that's like top mark. He goes, that's probably the most I'd ever get for him. And I was sitting there going, I could have swore I saw one sell at an auction for like $10,000. So I'm like, what the hell is wrong with these? And why does he only think he can get $600 for them? And he still hasn't sold them. They were there last time I was there. So I'm like, no one's interested in them for some reason.
They're not. They're,
So-
are they resealed?
No, they're not. They're original. They even have the price sticker on them from like $2.99 from Kmart or something. You know.
Well, next time you go, well, when you can go down, you take a photo.
Well, that's the thing. I've been considering like saving up and buying them because I'm like, are they really going to be like a couple $1,000s, or are they? You know what I mean? Or am I going to buy them for $600 and get home and find out that I got screwed? You know, because I missed something. You know, like.
Well,
Why would they be so cheap? Like, why are they so cheap if everyone else is selling them for thousands? You know.
We can have a look at them. So yeah, let's get a few of these the tin lunch boxes, which I really like.
Yeah, I
really like
one.
Yeah. That's a bit more expensive because it's got the drinking flask with it. These the Star Wars one's got the flask. I
had the Jedi one when I was in school. I remember carrying that with me into school. The Jedi one.
Yeah.
This in the middle is a record tote. So it's these singles.
Huh.
But it's got the picture on the front. The picture on the front is from the read along. So yeah, I think you put your read along 7 inches in there. And that's estimated £40 to £60 for the 3.
No.
Yeah, that's why I want to look at these. I want to watch this, and if they actually go for that money,
I bidded on just to return the Jedi one on eBay once, and I gave up. It always just went for silly money.
yeah, oh yeah, they do. Yeah, these 2 cases, Empire Strikes Back cases, that's a sealed one, and that's estimated 100 to 150, and that one has got 24 loose figures in it, and that's estimated 100 to 150. But I'll show you the figures that are in it.
Show you the figures
that are complete.
Wow.
With
I mean, there's
accessory.
Yoda.
Yeah, Yoda.
If you have a cane, that would be.
The weapons are just on their own are worth a lot.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
there's a lot of things I'm going to be watching in this auction. I shouldn't be telling people about this really because I should have kept it all to myself. I mean, all these mini rigs and things, they've got all the inserts with them and everything.
Wall put that up there, yeah.
You know what vintage collectors are like. They'll sniff an auction out, don't you?
Exactly.
Know. So,
I'm after that.
Yeah.
That first Star Destroyer, I want that. Even if it's loose, I want that. There you go, Max Rebo band, still in the bag.
Nice.
And the estimate is 120 to 160 on that.
Wow.
It's a Max Rebo.
We've got a Takara X-Wing, which is beautiful. I love that. I love that X-Wing.
Yeah.
And we've got, talking about Boba Fett, we've got the mail away, still sealed baggy with the box and the letter telling you that it's not a rocket firing Boba Fett.
You got your hopes up.
That's estimated 100 to 150, and I think that might be a bit low. Got some more baggies, some more carded. Now, this I really, really want. Well, this one here, I'll talk about this one first because I'm after that survival kit, but that's still that's still bagged with the box. That's not vintage, obviously. The Ghost
That 90s.
Yeah, I've got that. That's on my Dagobah playset. You got a baggy 9 dom, but that is what I want. I'm after that. I'm looking for a survival kit. I mean, that is estimated £40 to £60, but you're going to be paying that just for that, so that's going to go above estimate. But this one here,
If that loot, oh my god.
Oh,
look up.
Yan Solo. It's not even Han. It's Yan.
It's Meccano, Return of the Jedi, which
yeah.
is so rare anyway.
Yeah.
It's so rare
Yeah.
anyway to get a Meccano Return of the Jedi card, Yan Solo, but look at what the figure is.
Yeah, Luke without a cape on. That's weird, isn't it? So
Yeah.
Yeah. No weapons in there at all, is there? Can't see
No.
them.
No.
That looks too clean. You sure that's not a reproduction?
Yeah.
Well, to be honest
Yeah.
with you, if it is, that's shame on the auction house.
Yeah. Yeah.
But to
Because it
me,
looks way too clean. I mean, that card is like perfect. How
You
could
gotta
it
take a
ever be
risk.
that perfect?
You got to take a risk, haven't you? So
I mean, that to me looks legit.
yeah. Can you go and is there a public viewing of all this stuff?
No, because it's all online, obviously, because of the problem.
So I don't get that. That'll be you really got to be brave to take a bid on that, haven't you?
Yeah.
Mikado French Star Wars Return of the Jedi Han Solo Mist card, Luke Skywalker vintage original card figure, 3/4 mint, very good sealed bubble, some indentations, punched 65 backed card in near mint original condition.
So what is this? Like a double method?
150 to £200.
If that's real, that's a really low estimate. If that's real, this is
Exactly.
going to go for. It would go for
What,
thousands if it's real.
But the next one is another Meccano.
Z6PO. I love it. I love it.
D6PO. Micro Meccano.
Thing is, though, this person who's got all this stuff looks like a serious collector and knows what
He
he's
is,
doing.
yeah.
So,
I got in contact with the owner of the auction house.
he is. He is. Yeah.
It was a couple. It was a couple who used to go to America annually, and it's their
Yeah.
collection from the 70s, 80s, and 90s.
So
Yeah, it's. I mean, that's really nice. I like the Meccano cards anyway, but to find a Return of the Jedi Meccano card is, especially a missed card like that.
yeah.
See, there we go. I need all
Ooh,
three of those figures.
dignitary.
The pilot, a man, and that
Yeah.
old dude. I need all three of those. So what's
100,
that?
250.
The old dude in
Yeah.
a robe we see for 5
Yeah,
seconds.
we've got some loose last 17, and we've got some carded last 17 as well. There you go. 60 to £80 on a bloke. Yak face. 150 to £200. But look at that there. 70 to £90.
I need that poncho. I just need the poncho.
Yeah. Well, you're paying £60 for the poncho, aren't you?
Nah, I'm not me, but yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got the
Yeah.
you've got the two weapons. You're talking £30 each. You've got your cape, which is £60, maybe £50, and you've got your figure that's about £15. You pay about £13 for Anakin. I mean, you've got what?
Yeah.
£250 there, about £250 there, and they've estimated it £70 to £90. So there you go. Some Ewoks there with a man and a yak face. Look at these. Try logos.
I love the $1.59. That's great. £1.59, right?
Yep, £1.59. They're selling them off at Woolworths.
Yeah.
In bargain
I
bin.
love that.
Look at that. Oh,
Oh,
See, I love
cool.
and me personally, I love having that sticker on it. I love.
Oh, yeah.
that it would stay on there. For me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
carded yak face. 600 to £800.
Wow.
There's a case I want. I want that gun case.
I know.
The rifle.
I like the three.
I've got one 3PO and I've got like 4 or 5 Vaders, but I don't have any of the gun. I want the gun.
Yeah.
The cantina place.
There's your Rebel transport, John.
Yep. 300
Yeah.
pounds. Let's say
100 to 150.
100 to 150. Okay.
They still got the sticker sheet.
Yeah.
Some more
So the
vehicle
Y wing. Yeah, the Y wing's cool. B wing. Yeah, there we go.
wing. You've got a, I think that's the Kenner one. You've got the Kenner one and the Polotoy one. Oh no, that's the Kenner one, and that's the Polotoy one. The Land of the Jawas is the Polotoy version because you haven't got the escape pod.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yep.
Droid Factory is a Kenner Droid Factory because you've got the arm. The first Jabba dungeon, if you get that second Jabba dungeon, you're a very lucky man.
Yo, Phil,
Yeah,
what are
doesn't
you
the
talking
second
about,
one have the-
Stranded?
Yeah.
Bumper. Boxed.
It looks like he's
I
got a
want to
life
get the
preserver
one
on, like he's gonna jump in the water.
I mean, like I said, they've all got the inserts with them. So you're going to be paying more because it's got the inserts, and these valuations are probably done with just a normal boxed version and not just. I don't know. Lots of loose. The glass light. Look. Now they've got £60 to £100 on that one.
That'll go for more. That's
I know.
that's a really interesting one. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a fascinating one.
it is. It'd be interesting to see what these go for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that.
You're going to watch it, are you, on the day?
Yeah. I've logged out. I've already registered to bid.
So to do they do them one at a time, or are these all going to
Yeah.
go on auction at the same exact time? So you'd
No, they do it
you'd
one at
have-
a time. They do one at
So
a
you'd
time.
have to. Okay.
The Power of the Force Anakin there. The estimate on that is 2,500 to 3,500.
What?
Whoa.
Yeah.
That seems high to me.
Well, it's a rare carded. I mean, Tri-Logo, yeah, but not because that was a mail away. Remember, you could only
Yeah,
get.
I guess I got mine through the mail away. You're right. Yeah.
So to get it on a Power of the Force card, not a Tri-Logo card, is
Yeah.
really
I guess
rare.
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah. Power of the Force GIF.
Didn't that come out with droids? I thought that came out with the droids line.
No, Power of the Force. It was the A-Wing that came out with the droids.
they win.
The A-Wing came out with the droids.
Okay.
Endor Chase box set. It's pretty cool. Let's have a look at that. You get the you get Wicket. You get the 2 Biker Scouts, and you get Leia.
Really? Wow. I don't remember that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Tri-Logo.
Anything cheaper on there? Is there any loose stuff on there? Well,
Yeah, we've got Part of the Force 2 stuff coming up. You got diecasts on card.
all right.
There's
I
no
never collected the diecast. I never cared about
me
it.
either.
no TIE Bomber.
Really interested.
Unfortunately.
No.
I had the TIE Fighter. I had the Darth Vader TIE Fighter and that white TIE Fighter. I can't remember I don't think I had the X-Wing, but I only got those 2. I think I got because that's the Japanese version. I got those 2 because they were selling them off. I wasn't really interested in them, to be honest with you. I've got that at the moment. I bought that very cheaply on eBay recently. The Snow Speeder.
All right, guys, I gotta let go.
Now this Polotoy hand puppet Yoda is one of the things my ex-wife's got.
I got them without the box.
The box that it's in is absolutely battered, but you know what I mean. He just riles me that she's got it. So they go ahead, DL44 again, but the Return of the Jedi kind of version.
See you later, Gavin.
But
Are you going?
See you later.
See you later.
yeah,
Biker Scout. There you go, Biker Scout. I don't know if these don't look like they've got the that's got the inserts, the attack, because I'm after the inserts. It's the only thing I'm missing for my attack. 12-inch.
I'd like to have one. I got to go for that Chewbacca in the box. I'd like to have one in the box.
I saw one not so long back. When I was valuing.
I got a lot of the 12-inch, but I don't have any of them in a packet. So it'd be nice to have one in a box. You know.
It would, yeah.
Yeah.
R2 be nice.
IG88 though?
No, I don't have that one. No IG.
IG88, yeah, that's not as pretty much popular.
Yeah, there's not one on here.
Oh,
No,
There's the Boba, and that's about
I
it.
got 3PO, R2, Darth Vader, Stormtrooper, and Chewbacca.
Yeah.
So I got R2, 3PO, Vader, Stormtrooper, and Chewbacca. Those are the ones I have. Yeah.
These two, the Jawa and the Ben Kenobi and Meccano.
Yeah,
So
they are.
The Leia is Palatoy, and that is the Luke is Denny Fisher, and the Vader's Denny Fisher, and I think the R2, yeah, Denny Fisher as well. But these are Kenner. But the Meccano one, especially that Ben Kenobi, that'd be nice to own, and Leia on the Palatoy as well.
See, I think I'd rather have like Luke, Leia, Han in the boxes because whenever I see them loose out of the packaging, I just feel like they're so horribly made. They're so terrible that I can't bring myself to buy them.
Yeah.
That's why I don't own them. So maybe those are the ones I'd have to get in the box because.
Yeah.
But I see Jawa a lot, but they never have the cape. They're always naked. So that's why I've never gotten a Jawa. But I see them all over the place. There's millions of these Jawas, but they don't have the cape. His coat.
So we've got some micro collection, and again these
I
are all.
never got into those either.
Yeah, we never got them, and these are all unplayed with, unplayed with, and there's just every single one bit look of it. I don't know if there's a Millennium Falcon, but there's this TIE Fighter and the X-Wing. I don't think there's.
I think when I was a kid, I looked at them and went, "Why didn't they make this fit my figures? Why don't I have Bespin, Cloud City with the back of tanks and stuff? And like, why don't I have all this in 3.75 inch so I can use my figures?"
Yeah.
You know? I wanted the play set, but I wanted it to work with my big figures. I didn't want it to work. I didn't want the little ones when I was a kid.
So we go onto the Force 2 stuff now, which is a bit cheaper for you there.
We're getting the modern stuff now.
The X-Wing, which was just, I think it was a Palette mold of the X-Wing. I think they did put electronics in it.
That's about right. £50 for both of them. That's about right. Yeah.
Some Bendhams.
Oh wow!
With the Bendham carry case.
Wow.
The only one I got is Yoda. I think I only have Yoda Bendham.
I've got some coming. I bought some.
They're terrible, man. They're terrible.
Oh, no. There's no Boba Fett in there. No Boba Fett, unfortunately, which I've been looking for. A lot. I don't know how many there is there of the Power of the Force. That's quite good though. If you can get it for £40 to £60, that'd be.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
So that would be nice.
That's reasonable. That's reasonable. Yeah.
Yeah. Some vehicles. Another job lot there It's like the red carded.
There's that. It's that missile trooper. He's stuck in there permanently. You can't get him out. It's terrible. It's a horrible ship.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
What's
I
that?
think I've got it. I've got it around here somewhere. It's terrible.
Yeah, that stormtrooper is just like half a body stuck in it, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, that, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
It
but
is.
that bantha would be nice. I don't have that bantha. That's pretty cool. These are good. See the sets? Those things are awesome. They
Yeah.
actually connect together. You can. There's other sets that go with that where you can build like the whole Death Star interior. It's really cool. A friend of mine has them all connected up and built on his display shelf with more modern figures. They're not
Yeah.
those figures, but the play sets look awesome, all connected together. I really like them.
See, I had that Jedi Luke, but I had the one with the black vest.
Yeah, there was brown vest, black vest, and
Yeah.
then there's a long saber and a short saber.
Yeah, with the trays, yeah, because the change
Yeah.
the sabers were too long when they first came out.
Yep. I
And
know. I've got all of them. Somewhere in a box. I've got all different.
these
versions.
look like the long ones.
Yeah,
So
they do.
The originals, and they changed them, didn't they? But they didn't change the trays.
But what I think is funny is that like when that whole thing came out, it was like you got the brown one with or one of the vests. It was either brown or black at the movie theater when you went to the movie.
Yeah.
And that's how I got mine anyway. And they were so rare that I had people offering me like $100, $200 at the time. And I was like, no, if it's that rare, I'm going to hang on to it. And now it's like you go on eBay, they're $10. I'm like, damn it, I should have taken the $200 and ran with it when I had the chance.
Yeah, we've got some Takara R2s, which are really nice.
Is that an original Chewy stuffed animal?
Yeah.
I got mine still, but that one looks really matted down. Yeah, that's the same one I got. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have the little packaging thing on it though.
Yeah, 120 to 160. So what I mean, this collection is from two people, and they've not been played with.
Oh, those die casts. See the die cast next to Chewy here? Yeah, those. You see that big pack?
Yeah.
This big pack there? Like, I remember I had the Action Master. Like, I ended up with a whole case of those. Like, so what happened was there was back in the 90s, there was a Speckled Gun Spawn scare. So basically, Spawn figures were coming out.
Yeah.
There was one of Al Simmons, I think that's Spawn, right? Al Simmons, right? And he had like the military outfit. And one of them, he had speckled guns. The paint job they splashed paint on it like it was speckled paint, you know. And the other version didn't have the speckled paint. And all the toy magazines, like Toy Show magazines and everything, they were all talking about how the speckled gun version was going to be the rare one. And I went to a store and I found like 3 of them on the shelf and I bought them. And I got back home. I put it out there on the community and to different people I knew. I put the word out saying I got 3 of the Speckled Gun Spawn guys. So, you know, if anybody needs them. And someone traded me a whole case of the 4-pack and the 6-pack of these Action Masters. And so I had like 6, I think, of the 4-packs and 4 of the 6-packs there. And then like a few weeks later, we found out that it was the opposite. Speckled Gun Spawn was the common one, and no Speckled was the rare one. And the guy was like, he was livid. He's like, I'm like, I already sold half of them. He wanted them back, and I'm like, I already sold half of them, dude. I've been selling them. You know, like I can't go back to these people and be like, no, he's, you know, and ask for money back and get the product back and everything. I'm like, come on. I made out, man. I was like,
These 2 here, I've got on the shelf over here.
yeah, I still have a set. I still have a set somewhere.
You know now.
Do you have the gold one, the solid gold, like 3PO?
That one.
He's 24 karat gold. No, you had to mail away for him. You had to mail away for him.
No.
Yeah, you had to mail away. I think you had to send like $20 and a bunch of proofs of purchase of these things. and you got a 24 karat gold, solid gold C3PO.
Wow.
In that same size. It was the same. I got them on my shelf in the droid room.
This is the rocket firing R2D2. Takara.
Wow.
It's got the missiles
That's
that shoot out of there.
That's from Japan. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, that's cool.
Yeah, they're really nice, those. And there's a disc firing one as well.
I've never seen those.
That one is disc firing. You can see he's got
Wow.
a little hole there. Right?
Oh, he's got a remote control. See,
Yeah.
across the room.
Yeah.
I love it.
Awesome. The things that they did to Takara are amazing. I thought they might have had a wind-up one, but they've not got one. And I saw one at Celebration carded, and it didn't have a price on it, and I dare ask.
No, just
So another remote control one there. Yeah, I dare ask. I think. Yes, you can see on the back that it's got the X-wing there. All the different things they did with Takara, and I'd like to go to Japan, and obviously you won't find anything like that probably in the shops. But
No, when I went to Japan I think I went there in 2006 or 2008, somewhere around there.
Yeah,
I was scouring the place for Star Wars. I wanted anything I could find with Star Wars because I wanted it with the Japanese writing. I wanted it, but I couldn't find anything. Nothing. The whole country was bare. We traveled 1,500 miles, went to all these different places, and I never found a Star Wars product. I was like, come on.
I like the little Go Faster stripes on his arms.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that's really, really cool. Is that? I'd love anything like that. Just what the estimates on that? 80 to 120 on that.
Wow.
Well, there you go.
Obviously, these are going to go for a lot more than the estimates. 100, 150 others.
When they do these one at a time, what happens like with the law of like say you walk into this auction and I've got like say $500, let's just say, and do I bid on the stuff at the beginning of the auction and spend my $500 and then leave the latter stuff or do I wait until, you know what I mean? Like, is everyone going to be bidding on the first 10 lots? So they're going to go for really high, but everyone's going to run out of money. Like everyone who's watching is going to run out of money by the time they get to these. Like how does that work out?
You get your catalog, go in, you register. This is when you go to an auction yourself, but obviously these online, this is your catalog, and you write down which lot number you actually want to bid on. What I do is like, if I have a budget, I'll say one figure of £400, and that's my limit. If I've got like 4 items and I've got a budget, and like the first one comes up, if it goes over, it depends on what you rank, what you want. That's how I do it. I just scour the catalogue, write down the lot numbers, and just like have a budget basically.
Yeah.
And if
but what I mean is doesn't it kill you if, let's say, like lot number 5 is the Star Wars Luke Skywalker figure that you want, and he ends up going for $200, and you win the auction for $200, and you're like, okay, and then you find like the Han Solo you want is auction number 39, lot number 39. You get him for $100. You're like, all right, that's kind of cool, whatever. And then you've run out of money. Let's say, okay, now I'm out of money. I'm done. But now lot number 210 is Ben Kenobi on the Meccano card, and he goes for $10 because everybody in the auction's run out of money by then, and then you're kicking yourself. You're like, fuck, if I had just waited, I could have got it for $12.
Yeah, that's funny.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
it'd be nice if it works out like that, but no. People,
Yeah.
What is there like? Does that happen, or is it because?
Well,
No.
yeah, that's what
no, because it's like if you're bidding against somebody and they don't win it, they've obviously still got that money left for something later on.
yeah.
Because like
They always do that.
if you've got a budget for £200 on that one item, you're not going to go above that. If it
Yeah,
goes
yeah,
210, you think, yeah, maybe I'll just have a try. But then if you don't win that, you've got that money saved for later on. You just got to think.
Do that now, don't they? They put the vintage at the beginning because they know the people with the money are going to spend it and then go, aren't they?
Yeah.
So that's why they put the other stuff at the end. So you might have a chance of winning some of that Japanese stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
I don't actually think I could even win any of the carded figures because all those
think
ones
it-
I expect to go for. Every one that's on that list, I'm looking at it going, that's 500, that's 600. I'm like, this is out of my price range.
Yeah. Postage would be ridiculous anyway. So
Yeah.
I don't even know. Do you post worldwide? Do they, Mark, or do they?
Yeah.
They just they do.
Yeah.
So you have to have it insured as well. For something you're spending something like that.
You pay for that as well. You've got your 15%. If you're a seller, you pay 15%. If you're a buyer, you pay 15%. Plus your VAT, plus your insurance. So it's like 20% on top of the price you've already paid.
Yeah, I've known some people that have bought from auctions and then got the item and they just didn't really give a monkeys about how to package it. They didn't really take care and making it bomb proof. It was just chucked in a box with a bit of bubble around it, and you're like, do you know what I mean? I'm spending money.
Well, they're insured, so
yeah.
I mean, Hanson's that I work for, where I got my Boba Fett from, it was amazing. The packaging was brilliant. I think I did a video on it. I must have done a video on it. It's in somewhere.
You must get some of these auction companies that it's toys. I mean, they're when they're selling fine art and whatever, people are spending millions, aren't they, off hundreds of thousands. Then it's different, isn't it?
Yeah.
Toys.
I think these days a lot of them know, though. I mean, like all the big ones, like Christie's and Hanson, like everybody, they all know that toys and comics go for thousands, hundreds of thousands. So they're going to take care of them.
Yeah, that's why Charles Hanson got me in down Hanson's, because he recognised what these Star Wars figures are actually worth. So that's why he got me in to help him out. The guy, the woman that came down from Glasgow to see us, from Glasgow right down to Derby, because the local auctions house wouldn't accept toys. So she came all the way down to us. She got £2,000 at the end of the day for a collection. I've got a Dagobah playset because I valued it all, and I saw that the foam was perfect. So I thought, I put that down on my list. So I bid on that. I think I got it for £90. Boxed.
That's why I've told my family, more so, I think of the toys, there's only a few boxed, and I have 40 carded Star Wars figures that might do well at an auction, so you're looking at a 1 or 2 cardboard boxes full of stuff of my toys. But of my comic books, I've got every Avengers except for 3 issues now.
Wow.
That was ever made. I've got every single X-Men ever done. I've got every single Thor, every appearance of Thor ever. It's from the 60s on up to today. I mean, I've got 100,000 comics sitting in this place. And I've told them, I said, if I pass away before, the family, I've said, if I pass away before you guys and you come in and you're like, well, how am I going to get rid of this? Don't find some local guy and just sell it to him for 20 grand and walk away happy. I'm you got to, the comics at least have to go to auction, because there's some stuff in there that you're probably going to get a pretty good penny for,
Definitely.
You can get that 20 grand for one comic book in my collection,
Oh, yeah.
Someone might.
Number one.
Because you know how some families are. Some families are like, I just want this stuff to go away. And some guy walks in and is like, here's 10 grand, here's 20 grand. And he's laughing his way all the way to the bank, and And the family feels fine because they don't know any better, and they're like, "Wow, I got like 10 grand in my pocket. What the hell?" You know, it's like I'm like, "No, you can't do that with my collection. No." I'll be
Yeah,
rolling in my grave. I'll be rolling around in my grave, going, "What the hell?"
You'll get one of those guys from Storage Wars, won't you? Come and say, "Oh yeah, I'll buy the lot off you." And go,
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, well,
yeah.
Get
there's
Jordan
that guy on
to come in.
But at the same
Yeah.
time, I always wish I'm in that position where I could be like, yeah, I'll give you 5 grand for this. Holy crap, look what I just got."
Yeah.
Like I know people, at least I knew people in Seattle who had storage sheds. Like there was one guy I know, he had like 4 storage sheds, and he'd let me come up once in a while and buy a few things off him. And because he had stores in the past, he had 3 or 4 different stores, but they always kind of failed for him. He wasn't that good of a businessman, I guess.
Right.
But I was like, I always was sitting there going, man, if someday you default on your payments and your storage sheds come up for auction, I'm there. Because the stuff he had in those storage sheds, I was like, geez, dude. I kept trying to get him to have him help me sell them. I was like, I'll help you and take a commission if you want to, do this right. And he's like, nah, someday I'm gonna open another store. And I'm like, you've tried that 4 times and failed. You're not gonna open a store, dude.
Yeah, that's what happened with my store. I just had too much in my collection, so my wife at the time said just open a shop. So I did. We've got a message here from Sean Solo 8 a while ago, about an hour ago. Junkman has a few videos about Smith Lord. He says Sith Lord, but I think he means Smith Lord.
Yeah, I've seen the video. Yeah. They had quite a heated conversation, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think he did it actually online. Yeah, like we're doing now with streaming. So
Yeah.
So we are trying to get Junkman on.
Yeah.
That would be nice to get him on.
I was intrigued by his. I liked when him and his son went out looking for the figures they buried when he was a kid.
Yeah.
Did you see that? It made me think like I grew up on a farm with my brother. It was like 50 some acres of land, and there was a forest in the back up on a hill. It would go up a hillside, and there's like a forest, and there was this giant boulder. And Mark and I, my brother and I, we used to bury stuff down there. And I when I saw Junkman doing that, I was like, man, I got to make a trip to New York sometime. I got to go ask the guy who owns the land now because they've sold it, and go back there and see if I could dig up under that boulder and see what's under there. Because I bet you there's stuff. And in the side yard too, where the house was, we had a sand pit where we would play in the sand with all the figures. There's got to be stuff down there too. So I'm like, I want to go back and dig and excavate and see if I can find anything,
Yeah.
There's that famous picture, isn't there, with the stormtrooper that was left in a tree, and the tree grew around it, didn't it? You've seen that picture? And it's a vintage.
I haven't seen it. No, I haven't seen it.
The trunks going up, and the legs and the head is sticking out either end. It's like grown around it. There is
wow.
There's a picture out there. Yeah. Some kid just left it in a tree and it's sitting there. And
wow.
the tree grew over it. Yeah.
Wow.
Amazing. Yeah. There's no way you want to just leave it as it is, wouldn't you? I think I just cut the branch.
Yeah. No, that's cool.
Yeah. Brilliant.
It's like nature and art at the same time,
Yeah.
Right.
So I mean, we got watching this, Mark. I can't because we can't see.
One person.
All right. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
my thing says 1. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know how many there were as it was going on though. I wasn't looking here.
Yeah, we've had a few people on. It's going to grow. It's going to grow.
Oh, it's better than good start.
Yeah. It is. Yeah. I've had a few questions and.
Yeah, Gilster was saying he had the same thing. He was finding cases for $7 at his flea markets.
Yeah.
But I gotta get going. In about 5 minutes, I got a
Yeah, we're
Dungeons
gonna
and Dragons
wrap it
game.
up.
On about 2 hours, we're going to wrap it up.
Yeah, I want to. Homeland's on at 9, so I want to watch it.
Oh.
I like Miss.
Actually, watching
I
a
like
watching a program on the right time and not streaming it. That's a shocker. John, I just want to mention this video that you put up. Is that?
Oh, there you go. You got a Soundwave collection there, right?
Yeah. Is that anything to do with me wanting to?
Soundwave.
I did have it in mind. Yes, I heard you.
Yeah,
You
well,
liked.
you might
Oh look, a box
I heard
one.
you liked him, so I thought I'd put it on.
Yeah,
the beginning of
you
this one.
just showed me 1 or 2 of yours. Yeah, I only want
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
My original's that one on the left there. That's the original, and that's
Yeah,
his
I want
box
the
back there.
I want the original.
Have you seen Bumblebee, Mark? Did you like that bit at the beginning with
Oh, I loved it. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
that was the best. That
Yeah.
beginning of Bumblebee is the best scene of any of the Transformers movies
Ever.
so
Not seen
far.
Bumblebee. Not seen it.
You've not seen it and you're a Soundwave fan? Oh, come on, Mark. Come
can't
on, you
seen
must watch Bumblebee. That bit.
Really?
First minute.
Is it-
He's
is it-
like rabbit,
it's-
eject,
I'm going to swear.
operation,
It's not very good.
destroy Optimus Prime.
Yeah. Ravage.
Right, so is that something I need to watch then?
You gotta watch
Is that your recommendation of the week?
Just watch the first 10 minutes.
All right.
Yeah.
Is that all that's worth it for?
You could probably
Yeah.
find it on YouTube the first 10 minutes or so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably find that. Yeah,
I'll have a
yeah,
look to see if it's on any of the streaming channels. I've got every one of them, so
yeah,
it's got to be on one of them.
Yeah.
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 yeah. Oh well.
So, right, just let everybody know what your channels are. I mean, I've just shown yours. John,
Yeah.
I'll put it
Bye-bye.
again.
Bye-bye.
Just want to. Yours is Super Awesome Geek Show.
Yep. Thank you. Yeah, that's it.
There
Yeah.
you go. That's yours.
His is
you.
universal, right?
And
Yeah. I did like the video John did on Snake Eyes. He seemed very excited when he got that Snake Eyes.
Oh yeah, I was blown away. Yeah.
Blown away. Yeah. I don't know if we're going to get that in this country. We might get it as the single pack. I don't know. So I cried when I can't get one. So yeah.
that is Star Creations.
Garens, yeah.
It's custom Venom.
Yeah.
And I'm going through my subscriptions, but I'm trying to find
Have
yours.
you reached 100 yet, John? Mark, have you reached 100 yet?
No, not yet. I think I'm on 86 because I'm going to be giving away.
Yeah.
Let me try it. I'll check it off a minute and I'll find it. I'll find yours.
Do you watch those eBay guys? That a husband and wife? I saw.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yeah, they're great, aren't they?
Oh, they're streaming now. Apparently, that's probably why we've
Yeah,
got.
they stream. Yeah, I've watched them. Yeah, they had a big hoo-ha, didn't they, with eBay about a life.
Yeah, that's right. I think that's where they've beat.
They
They've
peaked,
hit a lot of,
didn't they? They made,
yeah.
yeah.
It was really
eBay-
interesting that. It was very frustrating.
eBay looked really bad, didn't they?
Yeah.
In that video. So,
Oh God, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I just want to show you this.
All right.
I'll put it up. I can put it up. I don't know if you watch Denobi's channel, but he put this up. I mean, look at that Ectomobile he's got in the bloody cabinet there.
Oh, isn't this? Oh, Denobi, isn't this the guy who had the hoo-ha with Retro Blasting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they
that's
had a
why I
big
started watching
full
him.
night.
I don't really
Yeah.
watch him, but this one is pretty good, and he's the voice of. I'll put the.
I've heard Denobi 2 call her Melody. I suppose that could be it.
Melody? What a beautiful name. I gotta go meet her.
And do what? Take her out to dinner? Be real, Woody.
So I think that accent of Patrick Stewart is pretty good.
Picard.
But he does. It starts off. He's got like Michael Jackson dancing and things like that. So it's pretty funny. It's really good. It's really good video, and it ends up to be a review of this really weird doll.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. Maybe not.
yeah, it's a really weird doll.
The children
Look at
watching.
Those are.
I
I
know.
gotta tell you, those were big when I was in Japan. Those were everywhere. They're huge in
Yeah.
Japan.
Why
Don't see it.
would you want one of those?
Don't see it. Right.
Why would you want one of those? Well, for obvious reasons, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Poor
Yeah.
Woody.
You do with Woody.
He's definitely getting.
I'd rather have that ectomobile. So, yeah,
where's my hat?
That
I
is
gotta run, guys. I gotta run. They're gonna start the game in a minute now, so I gotta go.
right. No
I'm gonna
problem.
be,
No
I'm gonna
problem.
be yelled at if I don't get over there.
Yeah, we'll
All right.
be on again very soon. Thanks
Yeah.
for jumping on, John. Really
Thank you,
appreciate
John.
it. We'll,
Good to
First
talk to
time.
you, Mark.
we'll,
Good
have
to.
to, we'll have to alternate
Yeah,
channels.
Yeah, it's been quite fun, isn't it? First time.
Yeah, it's been brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get Matt. I'm trying to get your channel. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah, find Matt's channel before you close out, right? Universal.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's.
Yeah.
I usually watch it on my TV,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Same.
you're down bloody bottom.
Yeah.
If I can find you, where have you gone? Universe Collector. There you go.
Oh,
There you go.
that is it.
That's yours.
Oh, look
33,
at that. I've done
33
some work.
subscribers. That's not too bad.
No, I'm getting better. It's getting more.
You're
So,
I forgot what they call that
yeah.
banner thing. It's really good.
Yeah. I played around with it. I did that yesterday. Yeah. In the evening. Yeah.
I was trying for a day to try and get mine, but the template they give you is just all wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not happy with it. I'm still doing. I'm getting better at it. So
Yeah.
I'm playing around with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I sort of mentioned I've got a free giveaway on there. I'm trying to reach over 60 subscribers. So
Yep.
you know, free Bespin loot. Can't complain.
No, you
I've had a
can't.
few, no, I don't have much people. It's a shame, really, because I thought, you know, free figure and all that in a cardboard box. People jump at it, but no. So
Well, check it out. Check it out on Instagram and Reddit and
Yeah.
places like that and
oh,
everywhere.
I've had it on.
LinkedIn.
I've
Are you on
had it on,
LinkedIn? Get on LinkedIn as well.
yeah, I put it on the UK Black Series Collectors page and
Right.
a few others. You know, so
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
I've got that. I've got that. Giving that away when I get to 100.
Yeah.
The 60.
Yeah, I mean, I counted it up today. I've done over 50 videos now. I mean, they do say you got to be once you reach sort of like 100, then you start picking up more people. I think.
Not true.
So, so then
I've
if you
done,
like
I've done over 300. I've done over
If you
300.
like-
I'm on
if you like
87 subscribers now.
if you're like some people that have got their negligees on,
Yeah.
yeah, you get an instant 1,000 and 2,000 people
Yeah.
in about a day.
That's what I need to do. That's what I need to do. Get hire an escort.
Yeah, just get you to sit next to you.
Too much to think about. No, I won't go
It
down.
is,
that
isn't
road.
it? No. We wouldn't lower ourselves to that. No.
So I've got 87 subscribers now.
Wow.
13 more. It's not bad because I had a 79, 80 beginning of the week last
Yeah.
week, and I've picked up a few.
Yeah. I mean, I was at 26, and now I'm at 33, so I'm getting there. You know,
Yeah,
just got to be
Yeah, not
patient, isn't it? So
it is. Yeah, it is. They do say it takes about 2 years to.
Yeah. it's the I forget what the YouTube thing is that sort of puts your video out there. I forgot the name of it now, but there's a name for the actual bot that actually does it, isn't there? I forget now.
Yeah.
It suggests videos to people.
Do you get Tim saying brilliant video every time you put a video up?
I
Tim,
haven't
that
actually
is
for
a new one, Canadian, something or other.
all right.
I got one this morning
Um,
of the live stream of my live stream. Great video, guys. So
oh, he's been on there, is he? All right.
um,
Okay. Well, you will see tomorrow or the next day how many people watch us after, won't we? So,
Yeah. So I might get another another message from him. Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you for jumping on. It's been a really good,
All right.
really good session.
Yeah. A lot easier than typing away
Yeah.
to each other. Yeah.
Easier on my voice as well.
My spelling's trying to get better.
At times we've been fighting against each other to talk, but that's. I mean, I think Gavin. Sorry, Gavin.
Yeah.
His audio. I didn't realise how bad his audio actually was.
No,
until
and
he popped off.
And we're quite loud, so we're probably sort of a bit over, aren't we?
Yeah. So I'll have to have a word with him about his audio.
Yeah, he should appear.
I didn't realise if anybody's watching the beginning of this video, that audio was really bad, and I didn't realise. So yeah. When he went, I thought we've lost his audio. Anyway, we'll sort it out. We'll sort it out.
Yeah. Okay.
So have a good night.
Yes, and you.
And we'll see you.
Might speak tomorrow.
Yeah, see you tomorrow.
Yeah. All right then.
Night.
Catch you later.
Night.
Bye.